Channel. Okay, so I have not done a twin flame deep soul connection reading for a very long time. Just want to put this out here on my channel for those who have been loyal subscribers and fans and supporters from the very beginning. Thank you so much. I actually recently posted a throwback reading that I did. I think it was at least 2020 or 2021, and the messages were spot on. And I posted that video in the community tab because it was I believe it was over an hour, and it was just bang on. So I really felt inspired and I felt called to make this video. So moving forward with this channel, especially, we're in a very, very impactful transitional month. For those viewers, playback viewers who are going to be seeing this reading at a different time, because this is live. I love doing live readings. I just honestly don't see myself ever not doing streaming or live, no matter what other channels I have, no matter what other avenues and platforms and websites and stores I have, extension from this, I will always go live. That's just what I love to do with you all. So when it comes to readings like this, soul connection, especially twin flame, a little disclaimer, it's not going to resonate for everybody. It's not supposed to, okay? And on top of that, I'm only going to do these type of readings if I feel called, right? I'm not just going to jump on camera just for the heck of it. I think moving forward, I'm going to be really more selective with my energy, just because of times we're living in. And I'm a strong advocate in picking and choosing your battles, and not only that, but taking care of yourself. So I've really been diving deep, you all, if you're wondering, and I've been taking care of myself as well. And so if that means I'm not on here as much, or I'm working on other projects, it's only because I'm busy and, I need my rest. I just moved recently. I've had a lot going on positively. So I definitely have to rest up a lot more than I did, 2021, 2020, that's for sure. Okay. So let's go ahead. Thank you for listening to the disclaimer and the intro little update. Happy to give that to you all. It's been a while, in my opinion. To me, a while could be a week, 2 weeks. I wasn't used to that. When I first started YouTube with you all, I was used to uploading almost every other day. You all, for those who've been subscribed for a while, you know that. So, going from that to uploading, every so often is different. It's different, right? So clearing that energy, let's get centered. Let's get focused. Okay, so going into the reading, I really want to look into, for all of you DMs and DFs, what you guys are doing, okay? What the divine masculine is doing, and then what the divine feminine is up to, and then what is the messages we can pull from both sides. What do you both need to know, okay? So the DMs are going to know what the DFs are doing, and the DFs are going to know what the DMs are doing. That's the goal of this video. And if anything needs to obviously come out or be exposed to you, I'm sure the Holy Spirit will allow me to deliver that message and guide you all in the right direction, okay? So Archangel Michael, my guides, pure light energy, positivity and love, please show my viewers and subscribers the truth in the cards and what they need to know, and how they can better help themselves on this journey, and what they need to know, okay? So I feel led to start with the divine masculine. Okay, so I'm going to look into the divine masculine's energy first. Okay. So let's see what the divine masculine is up to. Let's see what he's up to. Okay. Eight of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Queen of Swords. Okay, so I'm going to refer it to as your masculine, okay? Your person. Okay, your masculine is working behind the scenes. They're working very hard, okay? The phrase I'm hearing is passion project. Okay, I'm hearing the phrase a passion project. So right now in your masculine's life, there is something that they're very passionate about. They want to see this come into fruition. They want this to be larger than life. So this could have something to do with investments, family life, their home environment. We're going to look a little deeper and see what that project is in a minute. What is the masculine up to at this current time? What are they up to? Okay, that one jumped out. All right, so for those who have a masculine that is a water sign, that is Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, there is your person. Okay, the King of Cups jumped way out. So right now, they're very emotional. I see a lot of emotional energy here. I feel led to pull from this deck as well, okay? I always have multiple decks, so to pull from different decks. The Empress, Archangel Gabriel, or if you pronounce it as Gabriel, lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. So it looks like the masculine is feeling called to nurture their feminine side, their emotional state. I'm hearing yes. This could also be a fire sign. The King of Wands came out with the Queen of Wands, Eight of Wands, and the Five of Wands reversed. Okay. Interesting. We have a lot of King and Queen energy. So there's been an upgrade, okay? Your person, I feel an energy here where your masculine is taking a leap of faith, okay? It does feel to me like most likely when you both were in contact, they were not this, what's the word I'm looking for? They were not as spontaneous. They were not as spontaneous. But since the no contact or separation, they are wanting to fly. They're wanting to invest themselves in, I feel, projects and people and family that fills their emotional cup up. There's a lot of focus here on emotions, their emotional state. How healthy are they emotionally? Lots of Aries energy coming in. Okay, right now with when I said that. The Hangman came out reversed, flew out reversed. Okay. Okay, Eight of Swords. Four of Cups. Now, a little side note, this is not going to be for all of you. So, this message I'm going to deliver right here, if your masculine does not have children, then this brief message I'm going to give right now is not for you, and you can fast forward, okay? From the very beginning, I was getting an energy here of pregnancy, of children. So for those masculines who do have children, they have dived very deep into their baby, okay? That's all I want to say with that. Because it looks like there's somebody or something around. Focus, focus, focus. Yeah. This definitely does feel for others of you that have your masculine in this situation. This does feel like a co-parenting, single parent situation. Okay, side note, it's not going to be for all of you, but I am picking up those where your masculine has children for somebody else, okay? And it looks like they're trying to navigate, yes, how to raise this child with love. I'm hearing tender love and care, regardless of the fact that they're not with this person that they had this child with. Even if that person is you, they're not with you right now. Okay. That was a side note message for somebody. Yeah, Four of Wands. So definitely wanting this happy home, this stable home. The Empress came out again. Wow. That's interesting. Asking about masculine energy, and I'm getting all this feminine energy. Interesting. Four of Cups, Eight of Swords. Okay, so here's what I want to say. As I'm shuffling, it came to me. If this has nothing to do with your masculine actually having a child with somebody else or even you, what they're showing me is that your masculine has been very heavily steeped and active with their family, their intermediate family, right? Parents, siblings, cousins, okay? Close cousins. They have been called to, I almost feel like, heal something ancestral, heal family dynamics, okay? And what I feel Source is telling me is that by your masculine being more emotionally available for people in their life like this, like family, it's going to help your union, okay? If you want, okay, and if it's meant to be, when you and your masculine come back together, all the emotional lessons and skill set, because it feels like they've learned some emotional skills. They've learned how to respond without being, I'm hearing, aggressive or abrasive. They've learned how to deal with conflict, where I feel like before they could have been very dismissive. What Source is telling me is that this is going to help your union. So they could be making themselves more available for family. It's not even friends. It feels like just family to overcome something. Ancestral. This feels ancestral to me. Yes, it does. So your masculine is dealing with the ancestors, their ancestors, their close immediate family. They're definitely playing a role in something here to do with fixing, patching, bringing together what was once broken, what never was able to work. Eight of Pentacles. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. So with this specific masculine that I'm picking up in this reading, it's definitely a safe call for me to say that they had probably not the best childhood. Even if they had a lot of luxury, because you see this King of Cups is gold and silver and they're blinged out, but there's something about the emotional state. This feels like your masculine did not have, was not shown love. There's other masculines I'm picking up where the version of love and commitment that they saw in their household was warped, okay? There was addiction, there was abuse, there was mistreatment. And so from this no contact slash separation scenario that you guys are going through, they've been called to rectify something. They've been called to heal. I do feel it's also a very healing energy. They've been called to heal themselves from possible trauma and disappointment that they faced as they were being raised. So this is nothing to do with socioeconomics, okay? Even if your masculine was raised in an upper middle class household, rich household, there was something, I'm telling you, there was something dark and sick and twisted that your masculine was exposed to. Others of you don't even know what that is. You don't even know what I'm talking about, actually. But while you've been MIA, they've been, could be therapy. I'm seeing therapy here with a chair. They could have went to therapy. They could have literally went to family therapy. I'm not even joking. This feels like a family thing. Like they've had to really go there. And that's very hard to do, you know? That's a very hard thing to do when a father figure or a mother figure was abusive. or was an alcoholic, or was a serial adulterer, you know, a serial cheater, a serial cheater. And as a young child, you're watching your parents argue and fight and bicker, and you're absorbing all of that. And I want to repeat again, spirits tell me to repeat again, it's nothing to do with race. It's nothing to do with socioeconomics. Okay? This is just the dealio, okay? Where your masculine's parents were messed up. There's something about them that was messed up. And this is the kind of pain, and this is the kind of ancestral trauma where you can cover it up, you can mask it up. I'm even hearing one of the parents of a certain masculine could have had an eating disorder. They had an eating disorder, so they passed down an eating disorder. I'm hearing vice versa. This could be for the feminine as well. Okay, like there was something that was very dark that was passed down. Okay, and the visual that they're showing me is if somebody cuts themselves or they starve themselves, okay, you can put on a big sweater. A person can put on a big sweater and some makeup, and nobody would know that this is deep reading, okay? That somebody is self-harming. Somebody is self-indulgent in hurting themselves, inflicting pain on themselves, okay? So for some reason, this no contact has forced your masculine to talk to their family, to really have some very tough conversations about what they believe, how they behave, what love really means, you know? And it's hard. This has been something very hard that I feel this person has had to go through in order to almost make it full circle back to you and what went wrong between both of you. What fell apart? When did it all fall apart? You know, what did they say to you? How do they behave to you? How do they talk to you? It's like they had to go back in time. And there's a lot of crying, and there's a lot of sadness. There's a lot of just, ooh, some really tough days without you, you know? I'm hearing Source say that your masculine has been lost without you. They've been lost without you because, and this does feel very triggering to me. I mean, even as I'm reading this to you all, this feels like it's a very triggering energy. And what I'm getting is the feminine was able to guide the masculine through all that muck, through all that pain, I feel so strongly that when you both were talking and were together, you were helping them. And I do feel from the feminine energy that the feminine it's a trigger spot, because they're like, the feminine energy is like, how can I help somebody and love somebody and care for somebody who took it for granted, who made me look like an idiot, who spat in my face, who could have cheated on you? You know, I'm hearing the feminine say, just like the rest. He's just like the rest. So this is a trigger. This is like an inflection point for both of you. This is, okay, that card wants to come out. This is, I feel, a turning point. So I can confidently say that you both are improving. Yay. Okay, you both are improving. I definitely feel that. You both know what you got to do. You both know what you want to heal, what you want to accomplish, who you want to be. You know, you both understand that. But there's something blocking, right? This reunion. There's something blocking the free flow energy of you are mine and I am yours. And how can we come together? How can we make this right? Okay. Okay. Wow. 10 of Cups. Beautiful. Okay. Whew. There's a lot of intense energy here. This is really intense. I do feel like somebody watching is a fire sign. Okay, if you're a fire sign or your person's a fire sign, I feel like this reading is definitely for you, because I feel a lot of like ancestral energy, and this does feel like there's a lot of, there's been so much that's changed, you know, since you guys have last spoken to each other. And, you know, depending upon if you're a fixed sign or not, like, because, you know, fixed signs, they say, you know, don't like change, don't like, you know, to get the boat rocked, you know, well, the boat's rocking, you know what I'm saying? Like, the boat is rocking. Change has occurred. You know, a lot of things have changed since I see here you both have last spoken, even if it was years or months. Okay, like a lot has changed. Yeah, see, adjustments are required, but it's in reverse. This is in reverse. So that's why I was saying, I don't know if you are this person likes change, likes to not know what's going to happen. Could also be a cardinal sign. Absolutely. Definitely could be a cardinal sign. I was feeling that. Okay. Where you just want to spring into action. You just want something to happen. And this connection has got you on the edge of your seat. This connection does not tell you clearly what's going to happen. You know, are we going to be together? Like, these are things that you have no idea about. You don't know. Okay. Humbly, you don't know. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know, you know? So that's why there's this kind of, tension. There's this thick tension in the air between you two, even if you're not talking, because especially the feminine knows that something is happening. something good could happen as well. And they want it. They want to see it. So let's go into the feminine energy and see how the masculine feels about what the feminine is going through. We're going to probably go back and forth between feminine and masculine and see what the messages are. Let's look into what the feminine is up to. Okay, what is the feminine up to? Four of Pentacles. What is the feminine up to? Eight of Wands. Social butterfly. I get a social butterfly energy, or wanting to be more social, wanting to have more people. So see, you guys are mirroring each other. Four of Swords. Yeah, wanting to be around more people, wanting to be more, you know, happily socially engaged with other individuals. Yeah, the Sun. A lot of fire energy. That's the Leo. Okay, somebody could be a Leo. Don't have to be. Or I feel this could indicate that you have met a Leo, or you will meet a Leo. Could be a Leo soulmate, Queen of Cups. So, okay, so interesting. The masculine had the King of Cups. You have the Queen of Cups. You both have Cups energy. Okay. Three of Cups. Yeah, social. Okay, wanting to be more social, or you're thinking about your social life. You're thinking about your friendships. You're thinking about who you can date. You know, I am getting that. Who you can flirt with. Who you can build with. The Star. Ooh. Okay. And the crowning energy is the King of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Cups. Walking away from something or somebody. Okay, I see. I see. Okay, so the feminine energy. Okay, the feminine energy is wasting no time. The feminine energy is wasting zero time. The feminine energy just wants to have fun, wants to relax, wants to indulge, okay? Indulge in the finer things in life, okay? Doesn't have to cost much, or even $1,000, but the energy is the feminine is wanting to accumulate some kind of happiness, be interactive with some kind of happiness, be amongst happy people. So, you know, it does feel like the feminine is ready to mix and mingle. Okay, the Ten of Swords is here. I'm going to pull a card for that. Why is the Ten of Swords here? That is the most negative card here. The rest are very positive. The rest are very positive. So let's see. One card for the Ten of Swords, Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine. Okay, we have the Hierophant. Oh, look at this. Seek out mentors and like-minded friends. So, yeah, the feminine is wanting to be around people who are like-minded, who make them feel good, who make them feel empowered. So, how does the masculine feel about this? How does the masculine feel about this? Knight of Pentacles reversed. Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. Wow. What a difference. Okay. So the masculine The masculine feels that the feminine is taking the piss. Okay, the masculine feels like they're doing a lot of the hard work, but the feminine is not interested. There's also a very strong energy here where the masculine is wondering if the feminine is going to come back. The masculine does not feel that the feminine is going to come back. They're really emphasizing with the Seven of Pentacles this put your pedal to the metal energy, where the masculine is toiling and putting forth the effort, and the masculine feels like the feminine is not equally invested, is what I want to say. For those feminines, who are dating or in another relationship, I do feel like your person knows that you're not waiting around for them. You're not really concerned about them. I do feel like the masculine knows that if you are dating or with somebody else, they're aware of this. They feel you with other people. If you are sexually active, okay? I wouldn't say that the feminine has left the building per se, but I would say that the feminine is not going to stick around to argue and cry. Like, this is a very happy energy. Look how happy this is. This is like really happy energy. Like, I've arrived energy. The feminine is giving me the star. Oh my goodness, the sun and the star is very positive. Very positive. So the dynamic is like the masculine has the dark clouds and the rain, and the feminine has the sunshine and the rainbows. That's kind of like the vibe I'm getting here. And your masculine is pissed. Your masculine does not like it. Your person feels like it's BS, that they have to sort out so many problems. And I do feel like this masculine has a lot of relational problems. I was picking that up from the other spread where it's not just like intermediate family. It could be that they have kids for their people or whatever. So they're having to juggle, more than one family, more than one household, and they feel boggled down. Okay. The masculine feels boggled down by, I feel, a karmic relationship as well. And look, there's pentacles. So this is financial. It could be financial. So it's the opposite. It's like the opposite. Okay. So I was curious to see what the energy oracle would give me. And I got the card of Journey in reverse. So that's a clear indication to me that the feminine is not on this journey with the masculine. Like, something has happened between you two where You're not interested. You're not sticking around. I'm hearing you've moved on. For those who resonate, feminine, you've moved on. You've moved on. So, update between you and this person for separation. You both are living completely different lives. Excuse me, all. Excuse me. You guys are both living completely different lives. So different. Storm warning. Storm warning. Victory. Healer of the ages. Excuse me. In reverse. Attachment. Attachment. Yeah. So right now, the feminine is seeing this connection as an attachment. The feminine is not seeing this as something they want to invest in. Wow. Wow. Archangel Uriel. I knew this card was going to come out, number 41. I'm going to get the book for that. I normally don't. There's a message with this card right here. I'm going to read it to you all. So the feminine is not invested right now. Not at all. Wow, look at this. Spirit connection. The first description says spirit connection. Wow. Intuition. Inspiration. Let's see the message. She brings great power to your 7th energy center, which is called the crown chakra. Okay. This could be also a great time for your intuition and guidance from your higher awareness. Allow yourself to be quiet in your mind and listen. This connection is open now, and you will find that your own spirit and the spirits of those around you will be able to provide the answers you seek and the blessings you desire and deserve. Okay, so this feels like it's also saying a loving friend that passed or family member in spirit is also with you, feminine. I do feel that as well. Like, there's a lot of people on the other side who are rooting for you, who are supporting you. So I definitely get that vibe. Like, yes, man holding a coin. Yeah. This feels very 3D. This feels very 3D. Whoa. So the feminine, okay, the feminine energy is emerged in the 3D. The feminine energy, from what I'm seeing in the cards, is very is playing 3D based, not 5D or anything else. This feels very material, like very object conscious, like aware of environment, circumstance. Look at that. Very here and now. Okay, but you are being guided by your intuition. So in all fairness, it feels like the feminine is being called to just focus on the here and now and not worry. And actually, one of the messages that I got from before I even turned on the camera was to not worry. Okay, I definitely felt like Source wanted me to tell you all, don't worry as much. You know what I'm saying? Don't stress over things that you can't control. So the feminine energy has really mastered this of striving for victory. This is a beautiful energy. And not getting caught up with drama, not getting caught up with things that the feminine cannot control. Enjoying life, enjoying just being present and not having to fixate on what happened between you and this person. I am seeing a lot of people around the feminine who could be wanting to offer gifts, shower affection, sexual attraction. I have to be honest, and I know a lot of masculines don't want to hear that, but there is an energy where the feminine is no longer attached to what doesn't feel good. It's an energy of like, if it feels good, then I'm gonna keep doing it. If it feels bad, okay, storm warning, that I'm not gonna do it, that I'm not gonna engage. But if it feels good, I'm gonna keep going towards that good feeling energy, and I'm gonna keep going in that direction. I'm gonna keep going in the direction that feels good, okay, that fills my cup up. It's a very victorious energy. It's a very self-fulfillment kind of energy where things are going good for you, feminine. So if you're a feminine watching and things are not going good right now, they're gonna be, because these cards are really, really banging, honestly. I mean, you had the sun earlier, you had the star, could be like good fortune, good luck. It's a good energy. And the reason why Source is saying the reason why with the feminine you're getting this is because you've been connecting with your guides. You've been connecting with people that are on the other side who are actually connecting with you whether you know it or not, and are protecting you, are guiding you towards good feeling thoughts and people and situations. So you're being protected. That's what it is. You're being protected on this path, this new path, not the journey, but your individual path where you are being showered with affection. Okay, it could be that there could be other love suitors who want to step up. Okay, I do see that. And if you don't have anybody right now who wants to step up, they will be. Okay, but this is going to be different for all of you. So, you know, it's going to be different for all of you, I feel. It's going to be different. One more. One more. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Luck is on your side. That could not be any clearer. Yeah, feminine. You're lucky. Expect powerful change. You're blessed. There's the end of a tough cycle. So this is why you're so happy, or you're about to be so happy, feminine. This is why, because this tough cycle is about to be over. You're about to walk into all this abundance. And I do feel like your masculine would like to offer some kind of cup to you. That is peeking through. I do feel like they would like to offer something to you as well. Let's see if that's correct in that message. Yes, Ten of Cups. Yeah, Page of Swords. Yeah. So they would like to offer, there it is. That's your person. Yes. So to confirm my feeling, yes, that's a clear yes. Your masculine would also like to offer something to you, but their energy is more shy. Their energy is very shy. Very shy. So I see here that for these feminines that resonate with this reading, you're going to have more than one love suitor. Okay, you're going to have a lot of love suitors who want to come in here and make your day. I also see a new job. I just heard the word power move or power position. I'm seeing a new huge stream of income for the feminines. Something just really good has happened here for the feminine. Wow. It's like the floodgates have opened and is, releasing this abundance, this stable abundance and emotional fulfillment. I'm also hearing for those feminines who are very health conscious, you're focused on your health, which is also tied to your appearance. You're also going to get a blessing in that area as well. This could be that you're healthier, you have more energy to do things, regardless if you have kids or not. It just feels like you're definitely feeling you're in the zone. So if you're watching right now and you're not in this energy, you need to claim it, okay? If you're having health issues, if you're having energy issues, feminine, and you're watching this video and you're like, I don't feel like anything you just said, then you need to claim this, okay? Yeah, God is wanting you to claim this energy so that you do have this, okay? So that you do have the abundance, you do have the energy, you do have the look, the appearance that is healthiest and looks best for you, okay? Whether you're gaining weight or losing weight, or whether you're working out more or whatever, like you're incorporating some kind of new, I'm hearing jujitsu or yoga, like it doesn't matter. It's just it's about how you feel. It's like it's all about feminine, how you feel. And how you feel, feminine, has so much to do. Okay, get this. What they're saying is, feminine, the way you feel has so much to do with your abundance, has everything to do with the kind of people you're attracting. Okay? I almost want to say law of attraction, but yeah, like what you're radiating, what you're giving off is what you're bringing in. And so from the masculine's perspective, if you're not with them, okay, if you're not with them, it kind of feels like you're abandoning ship. But in the eyes of your guides and in the eyes of God, that's not what I'm getting. It's like the opposite. It's like, no, you're taking care of yourself. The feminine is really taking care of themselves, and they're not wanting to harbor negativity. I am seeing a deeper level of commitment for a lot of you as well. Like somebody's going to offer commitment. So once again, feminine, if you're single or you don't really have a pop-in social group that you prefer, you're manifesting this. I feel a lot of you feminines are manifesting this right now as I'm speaking. You're collecting, right? You're collecting all the traits and qualities that you want in a person. in your environment. And little by little, it's coming into fruition. Why? Because you're focused on this. You're not focused on this. So, what I want to say humbly is that the masculine, okay, the masculine is being called to face this. They're being called to go through the dark night of the soul, for lack of a better term. Yeah, the masculine is more in the energy of like, down and dirty. They have to go through a lot of things. Maybe they didn't do it earlier. They didn't have a chance to, okay? But the feminine energy is like, it's harvest time. It's harvest time. It's time for me to get my good karma. Like, it's time for me to see things begin to change. And so I want to say with reading this that with the masculine energy, don't worry. Don't worry. You are going to come into this alignment and victory as well, but you are going through the dark night of the soul, okay? The masculine is going through the dark night of the soul and needs to eradicate and remove, whereas the feminine is being called to add. Even if there's some resistance, okay, the feminine is still being called to add more beautiful things and energy and people, and like the feminine is being called to open up, not shut down. That's the big difference here, where the masculine energy is being called to remove, to subtract, okay, and the feminine energy is being called to add, to multiply, okay, to extend. And they're the receiver. Like, this is actually one of the soul readings. This reading is where I've actually seen the energy of the feminine of receiving in this way. There's not many readings I've done on the feminine energy where I've actually seen the feminine receive, like, genuinely. But in this reading, the feminine is receiving. Like, finally, people are seeing your light. People see your good heart. And they're running to you, feminine. They're wanting to help you. They're wanting to get to know you. Friendships, not just love. Friendships, neighbors, colleagues. People are wanting to give to you because they see that before, you are not being given to. You are not being nurtured. Even your masculine sees it. Not on a big scale, but they have an awareness. Like, in the back of their mind, the little birdie is telling them, like, your feminine deserves the best from you. Your time, your attention. Like, the masculine knows this. They may not say it to you, okay? Your masculine may not say to you, yeah, I know you deserve better. But in the back of their mind, they know that you do. And people in your life, feminine, they know that you deserve better. So they're working. Your masculine is working about how to make that happen for you. The Seven of Pentacles. Okay? They're tired. They're exhausted. But they know that they need to make this happen because you deserve it. You actually deserve it, feminine. Okay? So in the meantime and in between time, whatever you're doing, feminine, this is a huge huge green flag. This is a huge green light. This is definitely, I feel, a season that you're going to walk into where things are going to align for you. If it's not aligning already, then what they're saying is you need to get in position. Okay? If you're listening to what I'm saying, feminine, and it sounds foreign, it sounds foreign, and you're like, well, my life is horrible. Okay, that means you're not in alignment. Okay, that means that maybe you're more in the masculine energy of destruction, right? And purging versus flowing and nurturing. Because the feminine energy does best when it's being nurtured properly, like a flower, when it's being watered properly and trimmed properly and held properly. That's where the feminine thrives. The feminine, I don't know why they want me to break this down, but the feminine, okay, the feminine energy does not strive best in a corrupt environment, a rough atmosphere. The feminine does not strive in that. So I don't know why they want me to say this, but there could be those of you out here as feminines where you're wondering why you're not seeing the level of abundance that I'm talking about, okay? Because this is what I'm seeing here, right? The level of luck and abundance that I'm talking about. And they're saying it's because you're not honoring yourself. Point blank, period. Because they're saying that if you honor yourself, people will honor you. Okay? And the masculine could learn from that as well. When you're honoring yourself, other people are going to honor you. So if you're holding and you're doing things in a way that is pleasing and it's authentic, people are going to see that. And they're going to say, "Wow, I want to give a token of love. I want to give a compliment." It could be as something as simple as, you're working or you're out and people just give you compliments like, "Oh, your energy is amazing. Your energy is so amazing." I get that all the time. A lot of you feminines, I'm sure, have got that where you go out and people are like magnets. Okay, and what spirit is saying is that's how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be a magnet. You're a feminine energy. You're supposed to pull in. You're not supposed to, like the masculine, okay, like the masculine energy, right, is the energy that's pushing the grain. Okay, is built for resistance, is built for the battle. The feminine is as well, but not in the same way. Not in the same way. So with the feminine energy, it's like your intuition is a weapon. It's like your higher guidance, your accuracy, your prophecy, your gifts, feminine, is like weapons, really, against the enemy. So in the 3D, in the world, I'm saying you're like a magnet. You're supposed to feel like a magnet, like you're attracting, not that you're repelling, not that you're forcing. Never force. It should never be an energy where you feel like you're being forced. That's not feminine. That's not gonna help you. The masculine strives in that because that's what they're built, their mechanism, their psychology, their biology is built for that, is built to do that. But the feminine is not. The feminine was made, divinely made, to be a receiver. A receiver. So I really want to bring that home for the feminines who are like scratching their head and saying, "Well, I don't see that. I've just been stressed out. I've just been exhausted." That's because you're not in your natural energy. Whether it's the world making you, drain yourself, you know what I'm saying? Or lay yourself down like a martyr. That's not what the feminine was designed to do. So whenever the feminine is designed to be in a position or a behavior that goes against femininity, goes against your divine nature, you're going to feel weird. You're going to feel like something is attacking you. Okay, I'm also speaking from experience. It's not going to feel right. It's going to feel like there's a mismatch in energy. So, Spirit is saying when you are aligning with your femininity, your divinity, your beauty, your health, your gifts, your talents, your efforts, and all these beautiful components are aligned the way they should be, you become a magnet. Not just for the masculine energy to be attracted to you, but you become a magnet to everything in your life, everything around you. And it becomes an energy where people want to help you, people want to support you. So even if you're more in an alpha feminine energy, right, people will still want to support you. It's a different type of energy, but people will still run to want to support you, okay? So that's what I feel like saying. Is there any more messages here? That was a beautiful message for the feminines. To hold your vision. Your confidence is your key to success. And they're saying to me to tell you all, stay in your feminine energy. This is why I feel your masculine is working so hard, because they're not used to this. They're used to the feminine chasing, 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 begging, begging, begging. And now, now you're not doing that. So what naturally has to happen? This is very important. So what naturally has to happen now that you're not chasing, chasing, chasing? They have to pick up the buck and get to work, get busy. That's what's happening. You get it now? So because you're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, they naturally have to do it. Because you're not picking up the phone, stalking them on social media, texting them like a crazy person. Now they have to do it. What your masculine is saying is that now that you're not reaching out to me, I know now that I have to reach out to you. I know now that in order to win you over, for us to come into alignment and union, for me to find you in this life, I now know that I have to put in the work to get you, to find you. That's the missing component of both of you's separation, is that there's been a mismatch in energy. That's what I feel Spirit wanted me to talk upon as we close this video, is that you're not doing your masculine's role. You're not stepping into the masculine energy on an overload. So now your masculine is like, whoa, I actually have to step up. I actually have to intervene, claim, support, speak to, communicate. I actually have to do something or I'm not going to get anything. And that's the difference between a masculine that is being chased and a masculine that's actually earned and is in alignment with the connection, versus a masculine that's just being chased down and is not doing anything. Because whenever the feminine is chasing, the masculine doesn't do anything. I want you all to realize that. For those feminines who are confused, when you're doing everything and you're in a desperate energy, your masculine is not going to want to do anything. They're going to say, okay, you want to take over my role? You want to take over my energy? Here, you can have it. You can have it. If you want to be the person who's always bombarding my phone, lighting up my phone, stalking me, following me, okay, I'm not going to do anything. But as soon as a feminine pulls back in their power and is like, no, I have my own life, I have my own hobbies, I have my own ambition, I have my own mind, I have my own energy to take care of, now you have to come chasing for me. And not even chasing, but now you have to come in my direction. Now you have to let me, the feminine know that you're serious about me, that you really want me. And not just talking, but you actually want me. So this is why in real life, off camera, on camera, in a reading, not in a reading, I never, ever believe or have supported the chaser dynamic. Never. Because when you're chasing something, it's repelled. When you're forcing something, it naturally, even with the law of attraction, it describes it for those who believe in it or not, it naturally pushes something out of alignment. When you have an energy of, I must conquer this, I must, like, the energy, even as I say that, right? The energy doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right. When you're talking about something you want, and it's in a hasty energy of I must, naturally it hunkers the energy down, right? And it doesn't feel right. Whereas if you're in a position of saying, okay, I would like to have this, I desire to have this. I know the universe is going to give it to me. I know that I'm going to be in divine alignment to attract it to me. You see how different that energy is? It's night and day. And then I'll take it a step further, and then having the full confidence that it's going to come to you is so much more delicious than I must have it. How can I get it? Why is this person not talking to me? That's a very gross energy. The beautiful energy is when you can say, I know I'm going to get this. These are the qualities I want. This is the salary I want. These are the kind of friends I want. This is the kind of life I want. I am going to have it. I'm going to be divinely guided and led into a season, on a path, divine connections with people where I am going to manifest this. I am going to attract it. Because to a certain extent, we attract what we are. So if we're beautiful inside, we're beautiful outside, we're going to attract more beautiful things, whether it manifests in an object or whatever it could be, right? But when we're toxic inside, I'm just going to be honest, when we're toxic inside and we're gunky and we're negative and we're low energy, what do we attract? Right? What do humans attract when we're in a negative energy? We attract more negative things. It's like a snowball effect. One bad thing after the other. But when we're in a self-care energy of taking care of our energy, taking responsibility for our energy, being very careful with what we say, what we watch, what we entertain, our energy is completely different. Our focus is on things that are going to benefit us, not tear us down. That's the whole secret sauce that a lot of twin flames, in my opinion, don't understand, is when they're in this energy of, I must have this person, I must get the response I want, you're actually pushing the person away. And that's why when I see people on social media who claim to be twin flames and they're talking in a way where they're like, I felt so, it's this desperate energy. And is a desperate energy attractive? No, not to me, not to the universe. A desperate lack, an energy full of lack energy, an energy of lack is not attractive. An energy that screams, I'm desperate, somebody pick me, is not attractive. So I'm just putting that in here because I really feel like this video is going to help a lot of people that are maybe confused as to why they're not getting what they want. But I'm telling you from experience, and not just experience, but what I know about life is when you're in an energy of, I'm just going to sit here pretty. Yeah, I'm just going to sit here pretty and I'm going to attract everything I want. I'm confident. I believe in myself to the point where I know that some beautiful door is going to open for me, that's a lot more sexy than somebody just pick me. Somebody just respond to me. Oh, why is he not texting me? That's not attractive. That's not attractive at all. And the same thing for masculines. If the masculines and energy of just give me sex, just give me all your energy, that's not attractive. The feminine is going to be like, ew, this guy is thirsty. This guy's a weirdo. So it's the same thing, right? Where you're going to say, ew, this person doesn't love themselves. They're so fixated on sex. They're so addicted to feeling they're getting their ego boosted, right? That it's a turnoff. So especially in dating, especially in manifestation, especially in life, what I've learned and what I've observed from other people and other situations in life is like when you're in that energy of desperation and you're not confident in God and you're definitely not confident in yourself, nothing is going to beautifully grow from that. It's only going to be damnation. It's only going to be destruction. It's only going to be chaos. It's only going to be drama. It's only going to be competition. It's only going to be heartbreak. You know why? Because something's not in alignment. Somebody in that connection, in that dynamic, is desperate, is behaving like a loser, you know? And that's what's happened to the masculine a lot of times is when it comes to karmics or booty calls, they've operated in an energy of lack. Every person that they get, they mess up, they lose because they have an energy of chaos. And not the kind of chaos or change where it's a positive one. They are operating in the energy of divide and conquer. And that's never worked out well for anyone in the long scheme. You know, it's the karma will always backfire. Something will always backfire because you've gotten something, right? You've overtaken something with evil intent. You've mastered something in negative energy. So keep in mind, people can manifest in dark energy. And not that same way. I'm saying in a negative way. Okay, they can manifest in a way where it's gloomy, it's gray, it's not in a good space. It's not from a good place, right? Whereas if somebody's manifesting in a golden hue, in a golden light, in a passion, fiery pink, energy, it feels good, it looks good, it produces good. Whereas if somebody's manifesting in a gloomy energy, in a winner takes all negative mentality that we can't share, it's like we have to break, the masculine has to break all these hearts to feel like they're the man or the lady in the situation. That's manifesting from a negative place. Okay? So that's what I really feel Spirit wanted me to break down here. So this was the message for both the feminine and masculine. This is why I've gone into this other section here of the video. Okay, this was the Spirit message that you both needed, was to identify from what place are you manifesting? Are you manifesting from a place of abundance, of love, of wanting to help, wanting to nurture? Or are you manifesting from a base root chakra energy of conquer and divide, venom, envy, jealousy, confusion, right? those energies feel so different, so different, so different, really. So that's what I feel you both are acknowledging, you both are working on, especially the feminine. The feminine is really beginning to understand the power they have, and the feminine is beginning to their perspective is more open, as realizing that if they were chasing before, if they were begging, like literally begging before, they now are beginning to see that it's not conducive, it's not attractive, it's not helpful, it doesn't do anything for them. Maybe society or the world made them think that being in that energy is productive. It's actually the opposite, because if you have to do all that hooting and hollering, then you really don't have the power to begin with. But if you can just be yourself and present yourself and live a life that you're proud of and carry yourself with respect, you're going to attract what's exactly meant for you versus something that's not organic or not meant to be in your life. And so if you're operating in a beautiful golden ray energy feminine and your masculine is not, yes, you're going to see the connection as an attachment. That's what's happening. You're going to see him, her as an attachment, something that's weighing you down versus something that's lifting you up, because you guys are not in alignment. So that's why union to some people is so hard. Finding someone is so hard, because why? You have to be on the same level. I mean, to be frank, you have to be on the same frequency. Even if it's a soulmate, right? You have to be on the same wavelength, the same frequency for the most part. It's for something to be long term and last, it's very rare that two people are completely thinking opposite of fundamental things and last. There has to be a commonality. There has to be a cohesiveness. There has to be something that, or multiple things that you both feel, okay, we both feel this way. Okay, we both agree with we should have date night, or we should, communicate like this or do it like that. It's still going to show up. So I'm saying for both of you, even if you go with a soulmate, it's the same dynamic, but in a more lighter, much lighter, softer way. But the basic principle of how you even attract that person is going to be in a way where there has to be something that feels brighter and bigger and more beautiful. There's going to have to be something that feels good, like what is in your vibrational escrow, right? What is being lined up right from within you? What do you feel is coming? That's going to be a good indicator if you're on the right path or the wrong path. If you're looking within yourself, right, and you're looking out in the world and you're saying, I don't have a good feeling about this year, I don't have a good feeling about this month for yourself on a personal level, that means that you're not in alignment. But if you can, no matter how hard the day is, if you can look within yourself, right, and you can say, I know that something good is coming. I may be going through a lot right now, but I know, right, that something good is right around the corner. You're on the right path. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. But if you, every time you look in yourself, you meditate, you get a breather, you talk to someone and everything is just negative, that means that you're not on the right path. And then you got to switch something up, or every other day is going to feel the same. You're not going to feel like you've progressed. You're not going to feel like you've done anything. You're not going to feel like you're not going to feel good. You're not going to feel good. And what I've learned from experience is that when you feel good, you do good. Not just outside. Outside does count, I will say that. But like when you do feel good within yourself, and you're not letting yourself down, and you're doing everything you say you're going to do, life just opens up to you. You know, people from wherever just want to help you. People have a positive uh, perspective of you. Things just feel better. Like, really and truthfully, you all, from my experience, things just feel better. But when you're ignoring your intuition and when you think you know it all, and you don't go to God and you don't go to your guides and you don't respect your ancestors and you don't do all those things, you're bound to fail. Seriously. But when you are listening to your intuition and you're respecting how you feel, you're never going to be in lack. You're never going to be discarded. You're never going to be forever alone. You're not going to have those symptoms in your life. It's not even going to be there. You know, you all know a little bit about my own personal journey with my twin. And let me tell you, my love life is full. And I'm not saying that to make anybody feel some kind of way who's going through a hard time, but regardless of what my masculine in his life, I'm saying personal experience now, the people that I manifest and the way that my life is continued to get better and better is only because I've made it that way. I want to say that. I want to say that loud and clear. That's because I've made it that way. If I let every little thing in this world and in the past affect me, how would I ever be able to progress? How would I be able to be happy? Like, you can't live like that. So for the feminines, yeah. I mean, so for the feminines out here who you're in a drought, or the masculines out here, you're in a drought and you're like, why me? Well, it's because you've chosen that. It's because there's some part of you that's accepted that. You probably have put aside your dreams, right? You probably put aside what you really want and you put it to the back burner because you felt guilty. But I'm here to tell you from personal experience, you should never feel guilty for obeying your intuition, for doing what's best for you, for taking care of yourself. You should never feel guilty for leveling up on anybody. Anybody. You should never feel guilty for being a better version of yourself, regardless of who hurt you. You should never feel guilty. Ever. You should always feel like, okay, you know what? I'm going to do this, this, and this, boom, boom, boom. You're not going to factor in what is my twin going to think? What is society going to think? What is YouTube going to think? That's what's stopping your happiness. For a lot of you watching me, where you're like, and for those who are on your P's and Q's and you're bossing it, congrats. But for those people who are like, you're stuck in yesterday and you can't understand why you're unhappy, I'm telling you why you're unhappy. Because I love you, and I'm telling you why you're unhappy because I want you to identify and I want you to fix it. The reason why you're unhappy is because you're allowing yourself to be unhappy. You're allowing negative people and voices, negative, whether it could be demonic voices in your head or trauma or doubt or bad influences. You're allowing something to tell you that you don't deserve happiness, that you don't deserve to be happy, with or without your twin flame. That's what's happening. You're listening to the wrong voice. The voice of God, let me explain to you. The voice of God is never going to disrespect you. The voice of God is never going to put you down. The voice of God is never going to call you a loser, is never going to throw all your bad doings in your face. The voice of God is forgiving. The voice of God is love. Not that God does not redirect us and discipline us and help us, but God is a merciful God. God is grace. God is love. Even the verse says love is patient. Love is kind. It doesn't say love is venomous, love is mean, love is abusive. It doesn't say that. It says love is patient, love is kind. So what voice are you listening to about your love life, about your career, what voice are you listening to? That's what it comes down to. Why do you think, another example, why do you think that celebrities can get so high, but they fall so low multiple times? Because there's something in their mind, in their belief system, that tells them, yes, I could have all the money in the world, but I deserve to be an addict. I deserve to be abusive to other people because I have this, and that. And they get in trouble every time because their belief system is warped. Where on the other hand, there's celebrities who are never in trouble, right? There's celebrities who never overdose, never are caught in abusive scandals and all this crap, because that's not their heart. That's not their mentality. That's not their belief system. Their belief system says, I can be a celebrity, but I can still be a good person. I don't have to be a jackass. I don't have to be a stuck-up fraud. I don't have to be somebody who's turning my nose down at other people. I could choose to be a celebrity and still be a good person and help humanity. There's a huge difference in the two mindsets. So I'm going to bring it back full circle. So there's one mindset with twin flames that say, because I don't have a twin, now I need to go in self-sabotage mode. Now I need to push away everybody who wants to be with me. Now, that's different than I'm open to what God has for me. That's totally different than saying I'm open to new friendships. I'm open to enjoying life. I'm open to improving. You see the difference in the energy even as I'm saying it? It's night and day. So one thing that I've done is I don't close myself off to life. I'm going to repeat that. I don't close myself off to life. There's a season for everything. There's a season to rest. There's a season to plant. There's a season to harvest. There's different seasons in life. And in your own life, my loves, you have to identify what season are you in, but never shut down because somebody didn't behave or didn't love you the way they should have. That's not on you, it's on them. There's something missing in that person's mind, in that person's mechanism, in that person's makeup that tells them, okay, in every relationship I'm in, I gotta be an abusive piece of shit. That's some people's way of living. Seriously. Girl or guy, they go around hurting people. Seriously. So you just gotta identify, what do you want to accept? What do you want to have in your life? Do you want to have a life of happiness and joy and somebody who you don't have to question if they love you? Or do you want to be in a life and in a setting where you're questioning everything? You're never satisfied. You're never at peace. Between me and you, I don't want to live like that. I've never wanted to live a life where I have to look over my shoulder and I have to wonder if the people in my circle are backstabbers or not. I would never want to live like that. But there's thousands upon millions of people that live like this every single day. Because why? They're not in alignment. Their belief system, their what they believe about their life, about themselves is wrong. It's twisted. It's perverted. They believe that they can abuse people. And some people do act act like that. But that's not your portion. So I really hope that you all, especially this last part of the video, I really hope that those who needed, you know, clarity and purity of mind got the message. And, you know, this is exactly why I'm very selective on when I do these readings, because I don't like the energy of running and chasing. I'll be the first person to tell you all, I don't like that dynamic. I believe that one person wants the other person wants the other person, and you both are working to meet in the middle to make that happen. You both want the connection. You both want to, you know, that's what I believe. I don't believe in one person being distraught and unhappy all in the name of love. I don't believe in that. Okay, I'm not poo-pooing anybody or anything. I'm saying I don't believe that that's what love is. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love shows up. Love shows out. Love supports. And if you're around anybody, and I mean anybody, who's not speaking life into you, they're either a hater, an op, a bot, or sent by the enemy. Simply put, anybody in your life who does not want you to be happy and whole and confident and better than yesterday is from the enemy, is a liar, you know, and that's just how I see it. So it has everything to do with how you think. If you believe that you're supposed to be lonely, if you believe that you're supposed to be unwanted, if you believe that life is not supposed to be for you and make you successful, then that's what you're going to get. But if you believe that life is supposed to be smooth, life is supposed to be fun, life is supposed to be full of excitement and wonder and relaxation, it all goes back to what you believe. It all goes back what you believe. And I want to leave you all with a little nugget. Just so you know, the person you're watching the video for may not have those same belief systems. Think about that. The reason why you guys are not talking is because maybe your person does not think the way you think. You know, maybe your definition of love is not their definition of love, at least not yet. So your person has a way to go, right? You both have a way to go if this union is going to happen. And that takes patience. Excuse me, it's cold. That's going to require a lot of patience. So what do you believe you should have? What kind of love life do you believe you should have? What kind of life do you believe you should have? Has everything to do with the matter. It all goes down to what you believe, how you see yourself, how you value yourself. And that's just the truth. If one person in a relationship believes that their partner should be a gentleman and hold the door open and be respectful and kind and wine and dine them, versus another person believes they should get nothing in a relationship, they should be struggling, they should be chasing, they should be pauperized, they should be begging, that's their belief. That's that person's belief. Are you hearing me? They believe that, okay, I deserve that. Because if you feel you don't deserve that, you wouldn't be getting treated that way. You know, if you believe that if you're dating somebody and the way they're treating you is not the way you believe you should be treated, you're not going to stay with them. But if you're with somebody who is always messing up and never contacting you and never checking up on you, and and you're carrying on with that person, it's because you believe, I'm telling you, that's because you believe that you deserve that. So as soon as you shift out of that thinking and say, I actually believe that I deserve more, I actually know for a fact that I should be treated better than how you're treating me, you're not gonna stay. You're not gonna stay. That person's not gonna stay with you if that's how you treated them. They're not. Why? Because that's not how they believe. So I want to leave you all the question and say, what do you believe about your life from this day forward? If you believe you deserve a beautiful life, regardless of what's happening in the world, you deserve good people, reliable people, trustworthy people, loyal people in your life, then stand up for that. Don't let these mediocre people tell you anything different in your life, that you deserve to be played with and cheated on and disrespected and an option. Don't listen to that, because that's not true. The person and people in your life that deserve you will value you, will step up for you, will show up for you. And that I could tell you for a fact. I love you all so much. I really hope that this hit home for a lot of you. And I'm excited. Can I say that? I'm excited that there's going to be a shift in perspective for those who need it. Like I said, for those of you who already know this stuff and you're already, working and doing what you got to do to get those, attract those kind of people and experiences and whatever else you want in life, good for you. Good for you. And for others of you who now you know differently, now you know better, right? And you know that you deserve better, stand up for yourself. Stand up for you, because nobody else is going to do it. Nobody else is going to fill that place but you. There's only one you. So you got to show up for yourself. And then when you show up for yourself, other people can show up for you. God bless you all. Amazing video. I will see you on the next video. Take care, okay? Bye.